Hey YouTube, and welcome to episode 3 of the Monster Hunter Freedom Let's Play series. We're going to be killing Plesioth today, but quickly, here's what happens after you kill Rathos for your 4-star Urchin after Garuga. Here's the village chief. He's telling you that you're the man. He's shocked that you killed Rathos because you're a bit of a scrub. How could you do such a thing? And he tells you to go behind your house and pull out the sword from the stone. This is of course the sword that he used to kill Monoboss, and given that the sword is pretty terrible, really. I'm not sure if he's trolling or he's actually pretty pro. Now today's episode is Plesioth, and I usually try and show you guys the first take, but I used yellow sharpness dual swords on a green Plesioth. So, in a couple of seconds, I will show you what happened. It wasn't pretty. I will admit there was a lot of crying, a lot of wailing, all of it mine. So here's the sword quickly, and here's what happened when I tried to fight Plesioth. Now I did a little bit of prep work with these jewels, and unfortunately, what? What the hell are you doing? Oh dear, is that a thing? Is that an iodrome? Get a bit of stuff before he fires. Got it. So I hope you guys don't. You scumbag. Oh, that's a bit stupid. Oh my goodness. Please come back. I just want to be your friend. Don't go into the Bullfango zone. Get lost, Iodrome. No one likes you. Why are you not coming out? I don't like this game very much anymore. Nope, I've used all my sonic bombs and you're still in the water. What a pro. Needless to say, it did not go well. I did actually kill it, but it took about 12 minutes, and most of the fight was me waiting for it to jump out of the water and sort of trying to avoid the constantly respawning creatures. So I decided to get all biblical on this guy. I've gone back and I'm doing the regular Plesioth now. I'm using Sword and Shield, the infamous Poison Battle Axe, and I'm going to do it with no armor just because it's time for revenge. Alright, so obviously this is post-facto coverage just because I raged so hard that I didn't want to start recording just because I thought I'd start swearing all the time. So this is obviously Plesioth in the old desert. There's only one zone he can actually go to, but he's got the ability to swim to the very back of the cave where you can't hit him, which is really annoying. Alright, now Plesioth's, if you haven't seen him before, this is Plesioth. He's a big giant fish thing. His sort of running joke is that he doesn't have many moves, but the moves that he does have, especially his hip check, are ridiculously broken in terms of the visual hitbox bears no correlation to the physical hitbox. So you can be safely away from him and still take a fair bit of damage from an attack that you don't believe actually got you. Here's the hip check, and that's how you dodge it. Now it's counterintuitive because you actually need to hit the dodge button before you normally would for other attacks, but that's just because the hitbox is so messed up. Yeah, so the reason I'm finding it naked is because... So you saw that dodge just then when I was by his neck. That would have hit me if I hadn't rolled, and that's the kind of inanity that we're talking about here. The reason I'm doing this one instead of the green Plesioth naked is because this guy... He was always smaller than the green one, and so the belly is the weak point, which takes a lot of cutting damage. The legs don't take much, so I couldn't actually hit the belly on the green one. Even if you trip it up, you still can't reach the belly because of the way it flops around, which is pretty lame. So yeah, I don't like fighting Plesioth naked. Plesioth with melee or naked for that matter. It's not necessarily massively hard, it's just frustrating because he doesn't have many moves. He basically tail whips, hip checks, in which I did not manage to dodge that one, but I was lucky he was out of rage mode by that point. He doesn't have a lot of moves, and the moves that he does have are just kind of annoying. So that's why I'm here to sort of make a point. The point is, you're a dick, Plesioth. I don't like you. So yeah, I mean, this fight went reasonably well. It's not particularly hard to dodge the hip check, even if you aren't so good at your MOI rolling. It's not too hard to dodge it as long as you're hitting his left leg, so the leg on your right as you face him. The reason being that if you get a few hits on, you can actually roll out safely virtually all of the time. The legs take a respectable amount of cutting damage as well. The reason I'm not using a Thunder or Fire Elemented Sword and Shield is because the legs, where I'm hitting most of the time, actually take a very small amount of both of those damage types. So here I've tripped him, and the belly is actually quite difficult to hit because his legs and wings are in the way. But yeah, and as you can see here, the fin is already down because I was raging so hard that it's just attacking pretty constantly. And that's how we roll, Plesioth. That's how we do. Oh yeah. I'm very aware that I'm a white guy, and that sounded very white. But anyway, this was Plesioth. It wasn't necessarily sort of the typical Let's Play demonstration, but that's because I was raging too hard, to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed this one anyway. Hopefully that was sort of at least useful in seeing the MOI timing on the hip checks. And yeah, so just to give you guys a bit of a heads up about what's coming next, we've got the Troublesome Pair quest with a Lance by request. We have the Monobloss Urgent, just because Monobloss is it's a real signature monster from this game, so it's important to show it in a Let's Play series. Then after that, we are actually going to go for a run on the Wyverns of Land and Sky quest. Now, Wyverns of Land and Sky is 2 G rank, a Gold Rathian and a Silver Rathlos in the arena at the same time. And obviously, doing the rank appropriate gear thing, we're going to have Elder gear, but we are going to go for it anyway. After that, we're going to start on the rank up quests, which should be about as much fun as pulling your toenails out with a pair of garden shears. And after that, I'm not sure. We could either do some Fatalis quests to show you guys what he was like back in the day, or we could just call it a day. It depends on what you guys want. So as always, chuck some suggestions in the comments, and I will do my best to incorporate them. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you share my rage for Plesioth, and so this was an enjoyable watch. Otherwise, join us next week for Rathlos and Rathian. Cheers guys, mazereon out.